We dream of Mars as humanity's second home, a bold red world waiting to be conquered, a blank canvas for our survival. Every article, every movie, every billionaire's promise paints Mars as the ultimate backup plan, our escape route from a dying Earth. But the truth is far darker, far more terrifying than most of us dare to imagine. Because Mars is not waiting to save us. Mars is waiting to kill us. On the surface, the idea seems simple. We send rockets, we build habitats, we terraform, and eventually, we thrive. But this fantasy collapses the moment you look closer. Mars is not Earth's twin, it is Earth's graveyard. A planet stripped of protection, air, warmth, and life. And the moment we set foot there, we are stepping into an environment that has spent billions of years erasing every chance of survival. Let's start with the air, or rather, the absence of it. Mars's atmosphere is less than 1% the thickness of Earth's. It cannot hold oxygen, it cannot shield us from radiation, it cannot keep in warmth. Every breath on Mars would be borrowed from fragile human-built machines. One leak, one crack, one failure, and death would arrive in seconds. Colonization here doesn't mean freedom. It means permanent life support. An entire civilization chained to artificial lungs, living at the mercy of thin metal walls. And then there's the invisible killer above, radiation. On Earth, our magnetic field protects us from the sun's deadly storms and cosmic rays. On Mars, there is no shield. Radiation rains down endlessly, piercing skin, mutating cells, slowly killing. Long exposure would lead to cancers, damaged DNA, weakened immune systems. A human lifetime on Mars would not be decades, it would be a countdown. And no dome, no underground base, no clever technology has yet shown how to stop it. Even if we survive the air and the radiation, Mars offers another cruel weapon, its resources. Water exists, yes, but it's locked in ice, scattered, hard to reach, and contaminated with toxic chemicals called perchlorates. To drink on Mars would mean endless purification, endless struggle for drops of life. Farming? Plants need thick soil, sunlight, and stable cycles. Mars gives dust poisoned by salts, a thin sun dimmed by distance, and storms that can block light for weeks. Imagine a colony watching its crops die as the sky turns red and the cold creeps in. Hunger on Mars would not be an accident, it would be inevitable. But perhaps the most terrifying danger is not physical, it is psychological. Imagine a city beneath domes, sealed forever from the open air, where every step outside requires a suit, a helmet, and the knowledge that one mistake means suffocation. Imagine waking up every day under a sky that looks lifeless, alien, and empty. Weeks, months, years with no forests, no oceans, no bird song, only rock, dust, and silence. How long before the human mind begins to fracture? Isolation and despair would spread faster than any disease. Mars doesn't just threaten our bodies, it threatens our sanity, and all of this assumes we even get there alive. The journey itself is a gauntlet, months in deep space, bombarded by radiation, muscles wasting in microgravity, immune systems collapsing. By the time colonists arrive, they may already be too weak to survive. A society built on Mars would not be a paradise. It would be a hospital ward, a fragile network of machines fighting against a planet designed to kill. Yet, despite all this, we keep dreaming. Why? Because Earth itself is failing. Climate change, overpopulation, war, and extinction. We look to Mars as a savior. But what if that savior is a trap? What if the dream of Mars is not a new beginning, but the most beautiful lie ever told? A red planet that seduces us with hope, only to consume us with despair. Think about the history of humanity. We conquer, we expand, we survive. But Mars is not a frontier, it is a predator. Colonization here does not guarantee survival. It guarantees a slow, collective death, wrapped in the illusion of progress. Mars will not care about our courage, our technology, or our ambition. It will strip away everything we take for granted: air, water, food, and even hope. So when people tell you that Mars is our future, remember this: Mars has already killed. It killed its own oceans, its own atmosphere, its own chance at life. It is not a world that failed, it is a world that ended. And if we go there unprepared, if we place all our hope in this red tomb, then Mars will end us too. But what do you think? Could humanity ever truly adapt to such a hostile planet? Or would Mars slowly break us until there's nothing left? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if you believe Mars is our future or our biggest mistake. And if you enjoy diving into these terrifying truths about space, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. The cosmos is full of horrors, and I'll be here to guide you through every one of them.